So everybody's concerned about EVs right now. That seems to be the biggest thing that I get from my dealers is what can we do to push these EVs? Well, I'll be honest with you, if the interest level isn't there, like nothing. I mean, not to put too fine a point on there, but search is for capturing interest, capturing demand. If there is no demand to capture, then we're not going to be we can't just manufacture demand to capture. So what can we do? So if you're set up for a social advertising campaign, here's what I would do if it were me for my store. I would definitely push my EVs into their own separate automated inventory carousel. And I would definitely push either an intro video or an intro card. In the ad copy, everybody has that $7,500 tax credit. Hey, it's going away, urgent, 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 whatever. You can put that in the ad copy. But on my intro card or my intro video, I would put something else that sets me apart from the other dealerships. I would actually offer to pay for the install of an EV charger. That's what I would do. I would actually offer to pay for the parts for an EV charger. Maybe not the labor, because you don't know how long that's going to take, but maybe the parts. Maybe you can put a limit on that. Like, we'll pay for the installation of an EV charging unit in your home up to $3,000. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of pick your poison here. I know that sucks. I know we're going to lose money on them, but here's your options. Your options are let them sit on the lot and continue to pay flooring on them, or option B, lose $3,000 on them and help someone pay for an in-home charger and help that customer satisfaction go up. I really honestly think there's most of my stores I know are counting on that EV tax credit to move the last of the EVs, and it's going to move some, don't get me wrong, but I really think that if you want to stand apart from the crowd, if you want to be unique, if you want to push the envelope and get really push a couple of people over the finish line as far as the EVs go, you're going to have to step up your game. And what does that mean? That means you're going to have to probably pay for an in-home charging station. That's the only thing setting you apart from the other guy. Everybody's got $7,500 tax credit off. Why should they buy yours? Range anxiety is still a real thing. I mean, if you've got a vehicle with a short range, then I guess God help you, but still paying for an in-home charging station, that makes a difference. That's a big cost for someone. I just paid for a car and now I got to pay for an in-home charging station. That's another, a couple of grand out of my pocket that I just flat out don't have as a customer. So relieving some of that anxiety by paying for an in-home charging station, that could really move the needle for you on some of them. And like I said, cap it. If you're concerned that, hey, I don't want to have a $7,000 bill for an in-home charging station, then just cap it. If you think you want to pay $5,000 for a charging station, then offer to pay $5,000 for a charging station. That's all entirely up to you. But I really think that I don't have enough dealers, and I don't see enough dealers capitalizing on the fact that we could actually pay for some of these charging stations and really move the needle for some of these stores. So I would really strongly encourage you to think outside the box, look at other options for how you can move those EVs other than that EV tax credit. That's like I said, that's going to push a couple people over the finish line. It's not going to push enough to clear your EV inventory down to the pavement. And that's the goal, right? Get those things off my lot. So what else could we do that would actually help out with that? Why not offer roadside assistance for 1 year? How about that? Offer roadside assistance to that client for 1 year. Just pay for it. Pay for a AAA membership, for crying out. I mean, it doesn't have to be super complicated. It just has to be enough to give them that peace of mind that they're not going to get stuck stranded somewhere if they need help. So those little things that you can think outside the box, I think those difference makers are going to be the difference between someone who can actually sell down to the pavement on their EV inventory and someone who's going to sit with them. If you're too proud to take that kind of loser deal to get those off the lot, I don't have anything for you. Like, good luck for you. But if you're the kind of dealer that you can see, okay, I can see this is going to be a long-term problem. We're going to be stuck with these, especially after September. So stack those deals in your advertising. Not only do we have the $7,500 ad credit, that's in the ad copy, but we also are going to pay for roadside assistance for 1 year on your vehicle, just to make sure you don't get stranded anywhere. We're going to pay to have the home charger installed at your house, up to $3,000. You know, these different little things that you can put in there to kind of make a difference with that EV crowd. You have to think outside the box for that. EV buyers are outside the box thinkers. Otherwise, they'd be buying a gas engine car like the rest of us. So the solution has to be outside the box too. That's all I got for this week. Happy selling.